Freedom Publishing House, the leading publisher in academic materials across the globe.
PTE Listening Test 3. Published by Freedom Publishing House. You will hear recordings of different questions of the PTE listening test in this audio file. This audio file contains audio tracks of the listening test 3 from this book. The audio tracks for all the questions will run continuously. You can pause and play the audio as per the question you are attempting. Test 3. Summarize spoken text. Question 1.
The ancient Olympic Games were religious and athletic commemorations that occurred every 4 years at the sanctuary of Zeus in Olympia, Greece. Competition was among the representatives of several city-states and kingdoms of ancient Greece. These games included mostly athletic, but also battle sports such as wrestling and the pancration, horse, and chariot racing events. There is a record suggested that throughout the games, all battles among the participants from city-states were adjourned until the games were finished. This termination of conflicts was known as the Olympic peace, or truce. This inkling is a modern saga, because the Greeks never deferred their wars.
Summarize spoken text. Question number 2.
The evolution of mobile phones over the past few decades has been nothing short of remarkable. From bulky, limited devices to sleek, multifunctional pocket computers, mobile phones have undergone a transformation that has revolutionized communication, entertainment, and daily life. In the early days, mobile phones were a luxury reserved for the privileged few. They were large, heavy, and primarily designed for making voice calls. The brick phones of the 1980s, although iconic, were far from portable and had limited battery life. It wasn't until the 1990s that mobile phones began to shrink in size and offer basic text messaging capabilities, marking the beginning of a new era.
Multiple choice, multiple answers. Question number 1.
Global warming, the gradual increase in Earth's average temperature, is primarily driven by human activities that release greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. The combustion of fossil fuels, such as coal, oil, and natural gas for energy production, transportation, and industrial processes, is a major contributor. These activities emit large quantities of carbon dioxide, a potent greenhouse gas that traps heat in the atmosphere, leading to the planet's warming. Deforestation exacerbates the problem by reducing the number of trees available to absorb CO2 through photosynthesis. Land use changes, including urbanization, agriculture expansion, and soil degradation, also contribute to global warming by releasing stored carbon into the atmosphere and reducing the land's ability to sequester carbon. Additionally, industrial processes and agricultural practices, such as livestock farming and fertilizer use, release methane and nitrous oxide, 2 other potent greenhouse gases. These human-induced factors disrupt the Earth's natural carbon cycle, causing an imbalance in greenhouse gas concentrations and amplifying the greenhouse effect. Addressing global warming requires urgent action to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, transition to renewable energy sources, promote sustainable land management practices, and mitigate the impacts of climate change on ecosystems and communities worldwide.
Multiple choice, multiple answers. Question number 2.
Youngsters today experience stress due to a variety of factors stemming from societal, academic, familial, and technological pressures. Firstly, the intense academic competition prevalent in many educational systems can lead to stress and anxiety among students. The pressure to excel academically, perform well on standardized tests, and secure admission to prestigious universities can create a significant burden on young minds. Moreover, societal expectations and peer pressure contribute to stress among youngsters, as they often feel compelled to conform to societal norms and meet unrealistic standards set by their peers or the media. This pressure to fit in and meet expectations can lead to feelings of inadequacy, low self-esteem, and anxiety. Additionally, familial dynamics and relationships can be a significant source of stress for youngsters, particularly if they experience conflict, high expectations, or lack of support at home. Family-related stressors such as parental expectations, financial instability, or familial dysfunction can exacerbate mental health issues among young people. Furthermore, the pervasiveness of technology and social media in today's society can also contribute to stress among youngsters. Constant connectivity, comparison with others' curated online personas, cyberbullying, and information overload can all take a toll on mental well-being, leading to increased stress and anxiety levels among young people. Addressing the root causes of stress in youngsters requires a multifaceted approach involving support systems within schools, families, and communities, as well as promoting healthy coping mechanisms, stress management techniques, and fostering open conversations about mental health.
Fill in the blanks. Question number 1.
World War II, also identified as the Second World War, was a global war that started in 1939 and lasted till 1945. Two major military alliances were formed, namely, the Allies and the Axis. The major countries with all great powers constituted these two opposing alliances. There was a situation of total state war, directly involving about 100 million people from more than 30 countries. The major contributors risked their entire economic, industrial, and scientific capabilities behind the war effort, twisting the difference between civilian and military resources. World War II was the most fatal conflict in human history, marked by 70 to 85 million dead, most of whom were civilians in the Soviet Union and China. It involved massacres, the slaughter of the Holocaust, tactical bombing, deliberate death from famine and disease, and the first and lone use of nuclear weapons in war history.
Fill in the blanks. Question number 2.
The human brain, often hailed as the command center of the body, is a marvel of complexity and functionality. Comprising nearly 86 billion neurons, each intricately connected through synapses, the brain orchestrates every thought, emotion, and action. Within this intricate web, several key regions stand out, each responsible for distinct functions that collectively allow us to experience and navigate the world around us. The cerebral cortex, often referred to as the gray matter, is the outermost layer of the brain and plays a critical role in higher-order cognitive functions. Divided into 4 lobes, the frontal, parietal, temporal, and occipital lobes, it enables us to reason, plan, solve problems, and process sensory information. The frontal lobe, for instance, governs executive functions like decision-making and impulse control, while the parietal lobe integrates sensory information to create a coherent sense of space and body awareness.
Highlight correct summary. Question number 1. Nelson Mandela was a towering figure in the fight against apartheid and a symbol of resilience, reconciliation, and leadership worldwide. Born in 1918 in South Africa, Mandela became involved in anti-apartheid activism early in his life, eventually joining the African National Congress in the 1940s. His unwavering commitment to equality and justice led to his imprisonment in 1962, where he spent 27 years incarcerated on Robben Island and other prisons. Released in 1990, Mandela emerged as a unifying figure in South Africa's transition to democracy, leading negotiations to dismantle apartheid and establish multiracial elections. In 1994, he became the nation's first black president, advocating for reconciliation and forgiveness to heal the wounds of apartheid. Mandela's presidency was marked by efforts to promote social justice, human rights, and economic development. His legacy transcends South Africa, inspiring movements for freedom and equality globally, and is widely followed in world politics. Many great leaders have taken inspiration from him in their political careers. Mandela's extraordinary journey from prisoner to president embodies the power of forgiveness, resilience, and the pursuit of justice in the face of adversity. Highlight correct summary. Question number 2. Photosynthesis is a vital process that happens in plants, allowing them to make their food and produce oxygen. It occurs in the leaves of plants, where tiny structures called chloroplasts contain a green pigment called chlorophyll. This chlorophyll captures sunlight, which is the plant's source of energy. Along with water absorbed by the plant's roots and carbon dioxide from the air, sunlight helps the plant create glucose, a type of sugar that serves as its food. During photosynthesis, water molecules split into oxygen and hydrogen. The oxygen is released into the air, which is crucial for animals and humans to breathe, while the hydrogen is used to combine with carbon dioxide to form glucose. This glucose provides energy for the plant to grow and carry out its functions. In summary, photosynthesis is a remarkable process where plants use sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide to produce oxygen and glucose, sustaining life on Earth. Multiple choice, choose single answer. Question number 1.
Seychelles, an archipelago nation in the Indian Ocean, boasts stunning natural beauty with virgin beaches, crystal clear waters, and lush tropical forests. Renowned for its biodiversity, it harbors unique flora and fauna, including the iconic giant Aldabra tortoises. Seychelles culture is a vibrant blend of African, European, and Asian influences, reflected in its music, cuisine, and festivals. The sustainable tourism industry thrives, offering visitors a paradise for relaxation, adventure, and ecological exploration amidst breathtaking scenery.
Multiple choice, choose single answer. Question number 2.
Bali, known as the Island of the Gods, captivates visitors with its enchanting blend of lush landscapes, vibrant culture, and spiritual allure. The geography and climate of Bali is amazing. Being just 8 degrees south of the equator, Bali has a fairly even climate all year round. Average year-round temperature stands at around 30 degrees Celsius with a high humidity level of about 85%. Daytime temperatures at low elevations vary between a low of 20 to a high of 33 degrees Celsius. The summer and winter temperatures are not very distinct.
Select missing word. Question number 1.
Potatoes were familiarized to Europe from the Americas in the latter half of the 16th century by the Spanish. Today they are a staple food in many parts of the world and an essential part of much of the world's food.
Select missing word. Question number 2.
Avocados are commercially valuable and are cultured in tropical and Mediterranean climates throughout the world. Avocados are known to have tremendous benefits to health. Some even believe that avocados can get rid of cancer cells. They have a green-skinned, fleshy body that may be pear-shaped, egg-shaped, or spherical. Commercially, they mature after.
Highlighting correct words. Question number 1.
Brass is like bronze, another alloy containing copper, with tin in place of zinc. Both bronze and brass may include small of a range of other elements including arsenic, lead, phosphorus, aluminium, manganese, and silicon. The contrast between the two alloys is largely historical, and modern practice in museums and archaeology progressively evades both terms for historical things in favor of the more general copper alloy. Brass has long been a prevalent object for decoration, for its bright gold-like appearance, e.g. for drawer pulls and doorknobs. It has also been broadly used for all classes of utensils due to many properties, such as low melting point, workability both with hand tools and with current turning and milling machines, sturdiness, electrical and thermal conductivity.
Highlighting correct words. Question number 2.
Nestled in the heart of historic Charleston, South Carolina, the College of Charleston rises as a testament to academic excellence, cultural diversity, and a splendid heritage that spans centuries. Founded in 1770, making it one of the oldest institutions of advanced education in the United States, the college has evolved into a vibrant and dynamic center of learning. The College of Charleston's campus exudes a timeless charm, with cobblestone streets, antebellum architecture, and lush greenery that seamlessly combine the past with the present. Its historic campus has been recognized for its beauty and historical significance, creating an inspiring background for students pursuing knowledge across a wide array of disciplines.
Write from dictation.
Question 1. All industries consist of input, process, output, and feedback. Question 2. All of your assignments should be due by tomorrow. Question 3. All students need to attend no less than 10 labs per semester. Question 4. All writers are consciously or unconsciously representing their own culture.